Hello, 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 hello. Hi, hi, folks. Welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday in hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with sidekicksean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. Welcome, welcome. Nobody can see me. What is happening? I don't think people can see me on Facebook. PK, you can't see me on Facebook, huh? Well, this is like a third try. All right, we're just gonna go with it then. We're just gonna go with it. It looks like it's live, but I don't know what's that. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Facebook doesn't allow third-party apps, not in the group, but in on a regular um, profile, you can go live. You can go live, but just not in the group anymore. There's a way around the live too. We figured it out. I figured it out for John. I sent him the link, but there's a way to do it. It did say there's problem with Facebook on StreamYard, what I'm using. So it did say that there's interruptions with Facebook. So who knows? Hey, I'm grateful. There was a time we couldn't even do this. So let's not get upset with that. Let's just go, baby. Let's go. Hey, I'm busting out the little brush again because, because I'm going to grow the little guy. All right. Oh, man. Jenny, thank you. You're here now. All right. So let's get into it. You guys can't see me on Facebook. No problem. At least you're here. I'm glad you're here. Hey, PK, can you tag Manoush, please, to Instagram? I know she wants to hop on and join. I'm going to be a little hot on this one. Just you know, you know, when Sean is a little hot. PK knows. Um, so tag Manoush, send it to her. I know she wants to join. So all right, perfect. So how are you guys? Now that all the chaos with Facebook and all that stuff is over, let's just get into it, right? So, as you know, most of you know that I've had, I say this kind of, I don't know, I say this all the time, 38 jobs in 10 different industries, and I've done 19 years in the mortgage industry. And I have ran teams. I have ran a business. I have managed people. I don't like to use those terminologies anymore, but I've trained people, and I have been responsible for putting together training regimens, and I've been responsible for putting together mortgage calculators. I know some of you guys don't know this stuff about me, but I can put a calculator together on Excel, and I've never taken a class or anything. I've just played around with it, and I can put a mortgage calculator together on Excel. I do a lot of things on Excel, but this is nothing. This is just information. I'm building up to a point. The reason why I share that with you is no matter what role I've played in in a lot of cases, when I was in the mortgage industry or other jobs, in I can say almost in all cases, um, people would ask me, "Hey, how can I improve in this area?" Right? Or how do you do that? So why are you so successful in that? How do you do that? Right? And so I always had a routine. I always had a regimen, and that's something that I've taught in the mortgage industry and other industries, and it's been great, right? It's done me really well, right? Now, The reason why I tell you that is this. Alpha, hey, hey, how are you? Glow, I see. Oh, wow, did you guys hear that? Um, the reason why I tell you that, now, let me put a quick pause on there. For those of you who are moms or dads or parents, right? If you're a mom or a dad or a parent, if you if you have your child come to you and say, I haven't performed well in this area, right? I haven't done well. Brings home the report card or whatever it may be, and they say, you know what, I haven't done well, right? Is it fair to say that you would, one, slap this living crap out of them and say, what do you mean you haven't done well? That's choice A. Two, would you say, well, you're just so dumb and stupid? Or three, would you say, well, let's figure it out? Drop in the comments which one would you say. Would you slap the living crap out of your kid? Would you ridicule him and put him down? Or would you sit with your kid and say, let's figure it out? What's going on? Drop in the comments. You guys are in Instagram 3. Duh. Well, yeah. You would think it's like that, right? Well, I think it would make sense if you're a caring person. Manu, Manu. If you're a caring person, inside joke. If you're a caring person, you would probably go with number 3, right? You'd be like, well, let me figure it out, kiddo. Sit down and let's figure it out. Oh, you know what I mean? That's like something you would say. And okay, now the same token on the business side, right? If I'm running a team, which I've done several times, right, in the mortgage industry and other industries, like I've shared with you, when somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, Sean, I can't figure this out, man. I'm not succeeding. I'm not making any cash. What's the deal here?" Do you think that I would say, knowing me from on screen, right? Some of you know me, but on screen, would you think that I would beat the living crap out of the kid and say, you know what? I'm going to beat the crap out of you. I'm going to beat the crap out of him. B, I would say, man, you're fired. You're a piece of crap. You know what? You're no good for nothing. Get the, you know what? Get out of my office. Or 3, I'd say, pull up that chair, bro. Let's figure it out. Which one do you think I would say? Knowing me. Come on. Humor me. Just humor me. Humor me. Would I beat the crap out of the guy? 2, I would say, you know what? You're a loser. Loser. Get out. You're fired. Or I say, pull up a chair. Let me figure it out. Right? Okay. I would say pull up. Yeah. Thank you. I would say pull up a chair. Now, I'm also going to give you this. Okay. I'm really building up to this point. Maybe I shouldn't really building this much, but I really want to. There's a reason why. Now, when you come to me, if you know me, now some of you are in my team currently. Okay. You know my style. And you've been in the mortgage industry with me. You definitely know my style, right? And I've tried very hard to be exactly the same as I am in person, as I am on camera. Those of you who've met me in person, I want you to drop in the comments if I'm the same crazy person as I am in person or camera. Drop it in the comments. Say, hey, yeah, you're nuts. You're crazy. You're the same. You're like, or you're completely different. Like you're a whole different human being when I see you in person. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys for humoring me, right? I know there's a delay in comments, right? So when you do come to me and you ask me, well, this is, hey, I'm not getting anywhere. You already know that I'm not here to crush you. If I wanted to crush you, I would use number two and say, get the hell out of here. You're fired. That's what I would use. I know what to say, right? So I go to number three, and I want to know the same way you would ask your kiddo, what have you done? Let's look over the stuff you've done. You say this hasn't worked. Okay. You failed this class. Okay. Let's see. How much do you study a day? Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. Hmm. What do you do in class? Do you take notes? Oh, you fall asleep in class. Okay. When other people are asking for a tutor, asking for extra help, what are you doing? Oh, you're playing video games. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why you failed. Now, let me ask you this question. Does that kid feel like, oh, I'm so happy I came to you? You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that I haven't done crap. No. Most likely, the agent that comes to me and says, hey, I'm not making any money. I pull up his talk time. I pull up his records. I see how many phone calls he's made that day. I see how long he's stayed on the phone that day. I see how he handles his paperwork for each loan. I see how he handles his day and scheduling every day. I see how he handles his leads every day. How else would I be able to help that guy? Would I just say, "Oh, have a seat, bro. Let's just kumbaya, my lord," for some solution to just come from the ceiling? Kumbaya, my lord, solution. Really? No. There are things that need to be done in order to get some things, right? We just have to go over those things. You tell me you failed your class, you went to class, you took notes, you got tutoring, you studied extra, you slept late, read more books, you researched online, and you still failed? Huh. We got to tweak the game plan. You didn't go to class, you skipped class. When you were there, you fell asleep, you took extra lunches, you didn't pay attention, you barely took any notes, you barely studied at home. When you got home, you played video games and you slept more than you should. Huh. We got to change that game plan. So when a business owner says, now I'm going to get into network marketing, when I approach somebody, and this happens all the time, when I approach somebody with a business, right, with what we do, network marketing. Hey, some of you think that I should go to prison for this. That's great. The government doesn't, and neither do 2,200 other companies in the U.S. So when somebody asks about your business, let's say you're running a sandwich shop, okay, and somebody says, hey, you know what, I want to give you another franchise, or we're just going to have to close this down. What do you think they're going to base that on? Kumbaya, my lord, thin air? Let me pause for a second here. I do want to remind you, when you come to me and you ask me questions, those of you who are on my team, you can comment in the comments. If you are on my team, if you come to me, I'm going to give it to you real. I don't sugarcoat anything. You ask, you receive. Very nicely, politely, but I want to build. The same way I ask my mentors, what do you think? They just put their hands over my head and they say, "Oh, Sean, that's beautiful, baby." No, they slapped the crap out of me. PK, Michelle Barnes, how many times have I shared her voicemails to me with you? Are they like, "Oh, Sean, let me give you a little"? The real talk. This is real talk, folks. When somebody asks you about your business, okay, you got to be ready to give answers. Otherwise, you are not in business. When you go to Shark Tank, you want to pitch an idea. What do they ask you? Numbers. What do? Oh, kumbaya, numbers, come to me. No, you got to know them. Why? Because it's freaking important. Because that's what makes a business a business. You don't track a single thing about the business, nothing, you know, nothing about your own thing, and you claim to be in business. If you come to me, if I go to my mentor and say, "Michelle, I haven't done anything this week. I have no customers. I have nobody who joined my team." What is the first thing she would ask me? Yeah, she's going to rip me a new one. She's not going to say, "Oh, you know what, Sean? That's okay, honey. That's okay, baby. You don't need to know. I don't need to know how many people you talk to. No, it's not important. No. Was it raining this week? Oh, it's raining." No. She's going to rip me a new one. She's going to say, "Show me how many people you talked to this week. Show me how many people you use this script on. Show me how many videos you did on the product." Oh, you can't show me that? How are you in business? How do you not know how many people you've ever talked to? How do you not keep track of how many customers you have? How do you not know when I ask you, "How many people did you talk to?" You're like, "Why do you ask me that question?" Why? Because you came to me with that problem. If you come to me with a problem and say, "My flower is dying," what would I tell you? "Did you put gas in your car?" No. I would say, "What the hell have you been doing to the garden?" If I ask you, "How many phone calls did you make? How many trainings were you on? How many team calls were you on? How many people did you actually speak to, introduce the opportunity to? How many people did you actually share the garbage products with?" And you say, "Well, I don't know." Why is that important? I don't know. Why would that be important? I don't know, because it's, I don't know, 65 miles from here to Westwood. That's why it's important. Why is that important? Because did you run a business? Then don't complain about the business not working. My guess is You ain't working. I've always said it. I have more excuses than results today. I own up to my responsibility. I have more excuses than results. Somebody says, "How many people did you talk to last week?" You know what my answer is? Not enough. And I can tell you every single name. I have a system that I follow. So when you ask, "Hey, how many people did you talk to? How many meetings did you go to? Did you attend any Zooms? Did you take anybody with you? Did you go to the convention? Did you go to your own freaking convention?" And you're like, you know, why is that important? If you run out of gas on the way to a certain place, what do you think people are going to ask you? Did you have enough gas? Would you turn around and say, why is that important? Well, because you ran out of gas. When somebody comes to me, sits right in and then next to my desk, that chair, and says, "I haven't had results this week," I'm not going to say, "Oh, that's okay. We don't need to go over anything. Let me get a blanket for you." Or I'm going to say, "Well, do you want to stick around and figure it out, or do you want to bounce out?" It's that simple. It's that simple. I get this notebook, 50 freaking cents from Target. You don't like to go to Target? Get it from Walmart for $1. Get a pen. Freaking dollar. You're in business. Write down the people you speak with every freaking day. So when you go back, there's a month you haven't talked to a single soul, you can own up to your responsibility and say, "You know what? I have more excuses than results, and I'm not going to throw that crap on you." You have a sandwich shop, you want to sell the sandwich shop, they're going to ask you, "How many freaking sandwiches do you sell?" Are you going to turn around and say, "Well, why is that important?" I don't know. Because you freaking sell sandwiches. Don't fool yourself and say you're in business. You ain't in business until you track your business. You ain't in crap until you track it. And when somebody says, and you may be here, you may be watching the replay, when somebody says, "I haven't had the success in this business, I lost everything I had," what would you like me to say to that? Would you like me to sit here and say, "Oh, let me get you a blanket"? Or would you like me to say, "Well, let's figure it out. How did you run your business? How many people did you talk to? How many meetings did you go to? How many freaking souls did you take with you? Did you go to the convention? Did you attend any Zooms? Did you learn anything about any of the products? Can you tell me anything?" Then you weren't in business. Don't fool yourself. Own up to your excuses, man up, woman up, take the responsibility, say this. I never took the business seriously. In fact, I hate this stinking business and all the people who are in it. That's it. That's it. When people come to me with crypto, when people come to me with insurance gigs, you know who you are. And you don't let go. When you keep coming to me with Forex crap, you know what I tell you? It's not for me. I will never look at this. I don't like it. I don't want it. I will block you. Now, did I ever say you can't make anything in crypto? Did I say you're a criminal? Did I say you're a loser for doing Forex? No, I didn't say that. It's your thing. Do it. Hey, do you keep track of your crypto? If you don't, you ain't in business. This business or any other business or job requires you to keep a track of your crap. If you don't, you ain't in it. You're fooling yourself. I love that, Peter. I'm going to end up with that because this was so hot. I have more excuses than the Bible has Psalms. I love it. That is good, Money. I like that. We can end it on a smile. Keep track of your crap or don't nag. That's all. You don't have to keep track. I'm telling you, if you want to be in business, if you want to be successful, you got to somehow keep track. Okay. You ain't God. You can't remember everybody you talked to 3-6 months ago, years ago. You can't. Okay. Keep track. Now, I'm not saying keep track. I'm just saying if you think you're in business, show it. If somebody comes to your gig and says, hey, man, how you doing? You're like, I'm doing great. Somebody goes, buys a shop, they want to see numbers. They want to see what's up. If you can't speak what's up, you never was in business. That's it. Hopefully you guys got some love. It's been a while since I've been hot like this. Hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I did a skit for you guys tonight. I don't know if I'm going to post it now. It's late. Oh, it's late. I don't know if I'm going to post it. I'll post it tomorrow for sure. But hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. It's all love, nothing but. You know, when you come to me, I ask for permission. I always do. I go, are you okay with me, like, giving you some coaching? So anyway, with that, you know, if you feel like this was worthy of sharing, I don't understand why there's nobody on Facebook still. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. Tag a couple people. I think my TikTok peeps just like screamed out of there. With that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.